You know those players who just feel like they belong in a different era? I'm talking about that raw, street football flair that makes you jump off your couch. Well, if you've been watching the highlights lately, you know exactly who Rayan Cherki is. But even if you think you've seen all the stepovers and the no-look passes, there's a whole side to this guy that most fans completely miss. By the end of this video, you'll understand why Thierry Henry calls him an absolute anomaly. Today, we're breaking down 5 things you probably didn't know about the man who turns the pitch into his own personal art gallery. Let's get into it. Number 1. The record breaker. First off, let's talk about just how fast this kid exploded onto the scene. We see wonder kids every year, but Cherki? He was a different breed. Get this. At just 15 years and 33 days old, he stunned the world by becoming the youngest scorer the UEFA Youth League had ever seen at the time. While most of us were struggling with high school math, he was outmuscling professional-grade defenders. And he didn't stop there. By 16, he was scoring for Lyon's senior team. And at just 17 years old, he became the youngest player ever to feature in a Champions League semi-final. Imagine being a teenager and stepping onto the pitch with the whole world watching. That's not just talent. That's ice in the veins. Number 2. The ambidextrous illusion. Now, if you watch him play, you'll notice something weird. You literally cannot tell if he's left-footed or right-footed. Most people think he was just born that way, a natural freak of nature. But the truth is actually cooler. Cherki was naturally right-footed as a kid. But he was obsessed with perfection. He spent hours, every single day, training his left foot. He didn't stop until it was just as lethal as his right. Now, even world-class coaches like Thierry Henry admit they have no idea which foot is his best. It's not a gift, it's a result of thousands of hours of work that nobody saw. Number 3. The 3-country tug-of-war. Something people rarely discuss is his heritage, which is actually a massive part of who he is. Cherki's identity is basically a map of the world. His father is of Italian and Algerian Jewish descent, and his mother is Algerian. Because of that, he was eligible to represent France or Algeria at international level, with occasional speculation about Italy due to his family roots. Can you imagine the pressure of 3 massive footballing nations all looking at you like the missing piece of the puzzle? He eventually chose France, but that multicultural background is exactly where he gets that unique global style of play from. Number 4. The old-school rebel. Okay, this is my favorite one. In today's game, everything is about stats. XG, pass completion, distance covered, it's all data. But Cherki? He honestly doesn't care about your spreadsheets. He's gone on record calling himself an old-school footballer. He literally said he isn't a stats guy. To him, football is an art form. He plays to give the fans pleasure. He'd rather pull off a majestic nutmeg that gets the crowd screaming than score a boring tap-in. He chooses glory over efficiency. In a world of football robots, Cherki is a glitch in the matrix who just wants to entertain. Number 5. The Mbappé connection. Lastly, let's talk about his ambition. Most young players are humble to a fault, but Cherki? He's been eyeing the Ballon d'Or since he was in the academy. When he was just a kid, he told his coaches point-blank, "I'm here to win the Champions League." And he's been smart about it, too. He actually sought out advice from Kylian Mbappe's parents early on to learn how to handle the insane pressure of being a global prodigy. He's not just dreaming. He's studying the blueprint of greatness. So, is Cherki the last of a dying breed? Or is he the future of the game? Let me know what you think in the comments.